The Butter Battle Book by Dr. Seuss. On the last day of summer, 10 hours before fall, my grandfather went with me out to the wall. For a while he stood silent, then finally he said, with a very sad shake of his very old head, "As you know, on the side of the wall we are Yuks. On the far other side of the wall live the Zooks." Then my grandfather said, "It's high time that you knew of the terribly horrible things that Zooks do. In every Zook house, in every Zook town, every Zook eats his bread with the butter side down. But we Yuks, as you know, when we breakfast or sup, spread our bread," Grandpa said, "with the butter side up. That's the right honest way." Grandpa gritted his teeth. "So you can't trust a Zook who spread butter underneath. Every Zook must be watched his kings in his soul. That's why as a youth I made a watching my goal, watching Zook for the Zook, watching Border Patrol. In those days, of course, the wall wasn't so high I could look any Zook scare in the eye. If he dared to come close, I could give him a twitch with my tough, prickly sneakberry switch. For a while that worked fine. Old Zook stayed away and our country was safe. Then one terrible day a very rude Zook by the name of Benich sunk up and slingshot my sneakberry switch. With my broken up switch, with my head hung in shame, to the chief of Yokeru in great sorrow I came. But our leader just smiled. He said, "You're not to blame. And those Zook will be sorry they started the game. We'll dress you right up in a fancier suit. We'll give you a fancier slingshot to shoot." And he ordered the boys in the back room to figure how to build some sort of triple sling jigger. With my triple sling jigger, I sure felt much bigger. I marched to the wall with a great vim and great vigor, with right up to Vantage with my hand on the trigger.
I always forgot to tell everybody, I got the script here, if anybody needs. Continue.
I will have no more nonsense, I said with a frown, from Duke who eat bread with a butter side down. Benich looked quite sickly. He ran up quite quickly. I'm unhappy to say he came back the next day in a spiffy new suit with a big new machine, and he snarled as he said, looking frightfully mean, You may fling those hard rocks with your triple sling jigger, but I also now have my hand on a trigger. My wonderful weapon, the jigger rock snatcher, will fling right back just as quick as we catch him. We will have no more nonsense. We'll take no more guff from you who eat bread with the butter side up. I have felt, sir, I thought as I made my report to the chief Yukaru in a headquarters fort. He just laughed. You've done nothing at all of the sort. Our slingshot have failed. That was old-fashioned stuff. Slingshot, dear boy, are not more than enough. All we need is the some flanker kind of a gun. My boy in the back room have just now begun to think of walloping with Zinger One. My bright boys are thinking they're on the right track. They will think one up quick and will send you right back. They thought of a great one, they certainly did. They thought a gun called a kick-a-proof kid, which they loaded with powerful kick or do powder, and ants egg and bees legs or dried fried clam chowder. They carefully trained a real smart dog named Daniel to serve as our country's first gun total spaniel. Then Daniel the kick of Puss Spaniel and I marched back toward the wall with our head held up high, while everyone cheered and their cheer filled the sky. Fight, fight, or butter side up, do or die. Well, we didn't do, and we didn't quite die, but we sure did get roasted, poor Daniel and I. Benich was there too, and he said the old pig, the boys in my back room invented this rig called the 8-nozzle 8-pant elephant toted boom bliss. It should have explosive sour cherry stone pits.
And we'll put your dumb kick up bucket on the fritz. Poor Daniel and I were scared of our wits. Once more, by the niche I was bested and beat. Once again I limped home from the wall in defeat. I dragged and I sagged and my spirits were low. As low as I thought that they ever could go. When I heard the boom ba and dill de dill, and our butter up band merged up over the hill. The chief Yukaru has sent them to meet me, along with the right side of singers to greet me. They sang, "Oh, be faithful, believe in thy butter." They lifted my spirits right out of the gutter. My boy, smiled the chief Yukaru, we've just voted, and made you a general. You've been promoted. Your pretty new uniform's ready again in it. The big war is coming. You're going to begin it. And what's more, this time you're certain to win it. My boys in the back room have finally found how. Just wait till you see what they putter up now. In their great new machine, you'll fly over the wall and clobber those butter down, zooks on and all. Those boys in the back room sure knew how to putter. They made me a thing called the utterly sputter, and I jumped aboard with my heart all aflutter, and steered toward the land of the upside down butter. This machine was so modern, so frightfully new. No one knew quite exactly just what it would do, but it had several faucets that sprinkled blue goo, which somehow would sprinkle the zooks as I flew, and gum up the upside down butter they chew. I was racing pell-mell when I heard a voice yell, "With your sprinkle as zooks, you'll get sprinkled as well." But nature had a sputter exactly like mine, and he yelled, "My blue goo is working just fine." And I'm here to say that if Zooks can go Zooks, you'd better forget it, 'cause Zooks can go Zooks. I flew right back home, and as you may have guessed, I was downright despondent, disturbed, and depressed.
Last one. All right. Good.
And I saw just as soon as I stepped back on land, saw all of the girls of the borough of band. The chief drum, Marguerite, Mizuki, and Shu said that was a pretty sour flight that you flew. And the chief Yukaru has been looking for you. I raced to his office, the place was a sight. Have no fear, said the chief, everything is all right. My bright Beckman boys have been brighter than bright. They've thought of a gadget that's newer than you. It is filled with mysterious murukamu, and can blow all those juice clear to Salamaku. They've invented the beastie big boy boomeroo. You just run to the world like a nice little man. Drop this bomb on the juke just as fast as you can. I have ordered our youths to stay safe underground, where the beastie big boy boomeroo is around. As I raced for the war with the bomb in my hand, I noticed that every last youth in our land was obeying our chief Yukaru's green command. They were all bravely marching with banners of flower down a hall for their country and light side of butter. That's when grandfather found me, he grabbed me, he said, "You should be down that hall and you're up here instead. But perhaps this is all for the better somehow." You will see me make history right here and right now. Grandpa left up that word with a ruffled lip, and he cleared his horse throat with a populous beep. He screamed, "Here's the end of that travel town full of jukes who eat bread with the butter side down." And at that very instant we heard a club of feet on the wall and our bandage clapped up. The boys in his back room had made him on too. In his fist was another big boy boomeroo. "I blow you," he yelled, "into pork and with beans." I broadside of you to small smithereens. Grandpa, I shouted, be careful, OG. Who's going to drop it, will you or will he? Be patient, said Grandpa, we'll see, we will see.